From NBC News, this is a special report. Here's Savannah Guthrie and Hoda Kotb.
And good morning to those just joining us here in New York. We have breaking news from Buckingham Palace this morning. Prince Philip, the husband of Queen Elizabeth, the Duke of Edinburgh, a fixture of British life for decades, has passed away at the age of 99, just weeks before his 100th birthday. We just received a statement from the palace. It is with deep sorrow that Her Majesty the Queen announces the death of her beloved husband, His Royal Highness, the Prince of Philip, Duke of Edinburgh. His Royal Highness passed away peacefully this morning at Windsor Castle. Further announcements will be made in due course. The royal family joined with people around the world in mourning his loss. That coming out just moments ago, Hoda.
It did, yeah. He was 99 years old. In fact, he was due to celebrate a birthday, his 100th birthday, coming up in June. And of course, Philip had largely withdrawn from public life in recent years, and that was due to failing health. He was 5 years older than the Queen. He was her constant companion, her closest confidant. Their marriage was started back in 1947. They'd been married, think about this, for 73 years.
And imagine all that they have gone through together and how they've seen the world change from that particular vantage point. Let's go to NBC's Matt Bradley, who is in London for us this morning with this breaking news. Matt, good morning.
Good morning. This is a devastating news for the royal family and for Britons throughout the country. Of course, as you mentioned, the prince was only just a couple of weeks shy of his 100th birthday, and this was a life filled with pain and joy. He saw so much of the 20th century, so much history, and now, of course, it ended with the royal family in the midst of so much scandal and so much of an effort to reinvent itself. And, you know, Prince Philip, of course, was a major part of the royal family's own reinvention throughout his lifetime. He really brought to the royal family a sense of reaching out to the public, of actually reaching out and being less of an aloof royal family and more of a family that was just a family. And in the end of the day, that's what we're seeing today. A family that is going through a tragedy, one that has, in just the recent past, gone through very, very public turmoil. And for the next couple of weeks, I think we're going to see a lot more sympathy, a lot more people who are going to be looking at the royal family as just that, as not just an institution, not just a part of the Constitution, and not just fodder for tabloids, but as a grieving entity that really has to deal with its own struggles, guys.
Well, he was certainly the patriarch of that family. We don't know the particular cause of his death, but as we know, he's been in ill health for some time. He received the COVID vaccine back in January. Right. But unfortunately, it was expected around the royal family that this may come to pass sooner than anyone would have hoped.
He was hospitalized. I remember he was hospitalized for a while, and then he was released about 3 weeks ago, and I think people were wondering, well, he's released, is he better or not? And
there's a big celebration that had been planned for his 100th birthday on June 10th, and I think there was a lot of hope that perhaps he could hang on until then, but it wasn't to be.
Yeah, Prince Philip's tireless support was a mainstay of the Queen's reign, the longest in the history of the British monarchy.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it now.